Today is What Would You Make? This is where all of your DIY items are made from wood. Hi, my name is Cindy, aka Z9designs. So sit back and relax, get a cup of tea, coffee, water, whatever it is that you like, and watch the design begin. DIY number 1, flower napkin rings. Supplies needed include 4 wood flowers, 4 wooden rings, yellow and brown acrylic paint, antique wax, wood glue, jewels, and of course you need some hot glue and some reptile adhesive. Well, I wanted to make some fall napkin rings since it's getting near that time. I had some wooden flowers that resemble black-eyed Susan or maybe even sunflowers. And then I painted them with a golden yellow with acrylic paint on both sides and let them dry. I also brushed them with antique wax to give them a better look. Next, I took 4 jewels that were textured on top, but before then, I sprayed them with brown paint. And once they were dry, I hot glued them in the middle of the flower. Next, I took the wooden rings and wiped them with paper towels with the antique wax and then set them aside. Now it was time to hook them together. So I used hot glue and wood glue to adhere the flowers to the ring. These are so cute and would make any fall tablescape look fabulous. I threaded them through a couple of different napkins so that you would get a different point of view. So let me know what you think of these napkin rings. The good thing is, they only cost about 25 cents each. I can't wait to use them. Aren't they cute? DIY number 2, Upscale picture frame. Supplies needed include a thrifted picture frame, bronze, black, and gold spray paint, half beads, wood glue, a picture frame back, and some rub and buff. Now, I purchased this frame from a thrift store for about $1.50. It was half price day. It was originally a picture that you hang on the wall, but I wanted to use it for either family pictures or you just put a saying in or something like that. The picture that was inside was old and did not have a modern vibe or even an antique vibe. It was just old. So I put wood glue to put the half beads all around the perimeter of the frame, well, kind of inside the frame. But it needed some paint. I took it out to spray it with 3 different types of paint over it. First, I sprayed it with bronze paint, and it really wasn't sticking really good, and I wasn't really happy with it, so I sprayed some black spray paint on it, and it still wasn't looking like anything. And then I said, well, let me spray some gold paint on it. So I did that, and it looked okay, but then the magic happens when I brought it inside to dry, and then I added some antique rub and buff over the entire frame. Wow, what a difference. I cleaned the glass and I put it back into the frame. Along with a mat that I found in my stash. And then I found a back of a picture frame that had a stand on it, and I put that back in there, and you can see it in a couple ways. I put a family picture inside, and then I finally decided that I would put a saying inside. It says, every morning when I get up, the first thing I decide is, what do I want? Misery? Blissfulness? What am I going to do today? And it happens that I always choose blissfulness. It is my choice. It is my life. And so it is a saying that you can put in there, and you can put any kind of saying in there that makes you smile. I bent the staples to prevent the glass from falling out, and wow, the rest is history. What a transformation. And so let me know what you think of this upgrade. I just love it. And I probably will gift it to at one point in time, or I might decide to give it to someone else. We will have to see. Well, What Would You Make is hosted by Rustic and Lace DIY and Divine Design. The guest host this month is Joanna's DIY Life. These ladies are so talented, and they can make some very imaginative and amazing things. So be sure to subscribe, like, save, and comment on their channels. They are just innovative and unique and interesting DIYers. The link to their channels is in the description box below. Now, there are other DIYers like myself that will show you what they can make out of wood. So be sure to check out their channels. The link to the playlist is in the description box below. And DIY number 3 is a wooden tray. Now, the supplies needed include wooden tray, black acrylic paint, some beautiful paper, and this is from a paper bag, Mod Podge, foam board, and some newspaper, and of course, you need some scissors. I got this wooden tray when Joann Fabrics was going out of business, so I got it for a great price. It took me a little while to decide what I was going to make out of it. Was I going to make it look modern or whatever? And I kind of had a lot of ideas floating around in my head as a way to cover it up. I originally was going to use a piece of like marble to put inside. That would have been really nice, but I couldn't find a piece that would fit. So I made a circle out of some newspaper, and then I transferred that to foam board because I had a bright idea that maybe that would work. Then I found a beautiful paper bag from the Dollar Tree with an animal print on it. So I cut it. The front of the bag was kind of glittery. I didn't want that, but the back of the bag did not have any glitter on it. So I decided that I would use that. Then I put some reptile adhesive on the foam board, and then I glued the paper bag, the circle that I had made, onto the foam board. And I just cut little snippets on the side and folded them over so it would have a nice, clean, round fit. I had painted the tray black. I painted the inside, I painted the outside, and I also painted the bottom. But it needs little felt pads on the bottom so you don't scratch your furniture with the wood. I also glued it to the bottom of the tray, and it was looking so good. Now, the other thing that I did, it still needed a little something, and so I had some faux leather ribbon. And with the faux leather ribbon, I just cut a couple strips and I put it on the handles, just on one spot, like in the middle of the handles. And it was kind of a gold, but not a bright gold, kind of a dull gold faux ribbon. And I just put reptile adhesive on it and wrap that around there. And that was just the little something that it needed. Matte Mod Podge was rubbed onto the bottom of the tray for kind of a water-safe placement of your items. Now, this tray is very glamorous and can be used anywhere in the home, and I'm sure you would like it because I love it and I can see it being used for many things. Now, if you have liked what you've seen, please subscribe, like, save, and comment. Now, crafting is very satisfying, but it also can be very challenging work. I always enjoy encouraging comments. Also, follow me on Instagram, TikTok, Threads, and Facebook. And thanks for watching each week. I appreciate all of your comments, and remember, if we have no peace, it is because we have forgotten that we belong to each other. This is Unknown. Okay, we'll see you later. Bye-bye.